Hi, this is a message to all my loved ones out there, my friends and family that stuck by my side in my darkest moment, the 2 months of homelessness. I'd like to send a special message of love and loyalty to Omar Shaquin, the Black Russian, my new best friend. He knows why. To my brother in arms, C. Shine. Same to you, brother. I love you. To Ryan Moran and Adele Moran for really listening and supporting me. To Sergey Gupta, Akshay Gupta, the famous radiologist and CMO, and he used to be a party animal, but he settled down. And by the way, Akshay, I'm starting a cover band called the Mafia Poets, and one of my closing song is dedicated to you, Driving and Crying Straight to H, and gosh, man, reminds me of our trip to Surfside Beach. Woo! Love you. And Mardi Gras. Love you, brother. To, let's see, who else? My sister, who has really been by my side this entire time. I love you, the Schnoods. And to my father and mother for putting up with me and my reckless behavior for all these years. And a special shout out to a man I love like my own brother, Killer Mike. He took my phone call the other day and spent a lot of time on the phone with me, and he didn't want to talk business. He just wished me well, so thank you. And get me on Joe Rogan, dude. Come on, do me a solid. I won't disappoint. I really think I can win the governor's race. This is not grandiosity. I'm not suffering from mania. Criteria for mania includes hypersexuality. I haven't had sex in 6 months. I haven't kissed a girl in 6 months. So I haven't even flirted with a girl. And the second common criteria for mania is hyperspending behavior. And actually, I haven't spent a cent in 6 months because my assets are frozen. So sorry. And the third one, which I have suffered from in the past, is sort of disorganized thoughts and inability to sleep and loss of appetite. I've actually gained weight over the last month, partially because I was homeless and not eating that much. And in my 17 days here at Mass General Hospital, I have memorized 30 cover songs for my new band, the Mafia Poets. And I didn't realize I could sing. So this one goes out to C. Shine, who karaoke'd with me at Cuzzy's and cheered for me. I definitely got the dance moves to be a front man, so we got that part done, and the outfits and the pizzazz. So I'd like to do my first show at my favorite club in Portland, which is Gino's, and I'm gonna have a couple guest performers. C. Shine, a really great Boston rapper who can do some crazy acapella. Omar Shaquin, the Black Russian, who's one of Harlem's best undiscovered rappers. And then the special man, oh my God, the shaman, doing Radiohead covers. He's gonna open up and he's gonna blow your mind. I should actually have him go second because I won't be able to follow his act. But I am gonna sing along on stage to Creep with him. I'll let you know on the show, and our apparel is gonna be, oh my God, so great. So the final criteria again is the disorganized thoughts. In the 17 days I've been here, I've taught myself to play Bohemian Rhapsody on piano. I memorized 30 cover songs. I wrote the best essay I've ever written on short essay on homelessness. You can see it on my a recitation of that on my YouTube channel, Governor Strong. I elucidated my economic theory of reverse gentrification to end homelessness. You can find that on my Facebook page, Governor Strong. I am now difficult to beat in chess thanks to Tony, the homeless gentleman who played me 50 matches, and to Bob, whereas I played him 50 matches at Tufts inpatient psych unit, and he taught me a lot. But Tony taught me the most. Richard Podolsky, you're a goner, and Garrett Leidecker, I'm gonna take you down. I announced my run for governor as an apolitical independent, self-funded, and hello, this is not grandiosity. I have my first local interview with the Sun Journal reporter, and I'm praying that Joe Rogan will have me on, and my second dream is to be on Colbert and Jimmy Fallon. Black Thought, if you have any sway, please, I won't disappoint. The local media is kind of ghosting me. And then, again, this is not grandiosity. I just don't feel either of the candidates for the next election. Joe Biden, I love him. I think he's done a great job, but he's getting up there. And Trump, Matthew 5:44. I hold my enemies as friends. I pray for those who curse me, and I embrace those who will for sure persecute me on stage. The other thing I wanted to say is if Joe Biden does run again, I think during the debates, he should be allotted extra time because of his disability. I can't imagine being on a global stage with a stutter. And I promise you, I won't interrupt anybody. So yeah, I plan to springboard from governor for a presidential run as an independent because I don't feel like there's any strong candidates. I feel like I have great grasp of health policy and opiate policy and homelessness and nutrition, diabetes and obesity prevention. I think I can do it. I have the energy for it. I'm young. I'm an MD. I also completed my application to the Harvard School of Theology. I wrote an essay and a thesis proposal. I plan to study how to connect with religious leaders and communities to affect public health change, namely nutrition changes in the youth culture to prevent obesity and diabetes. And I will be doing that in my beloved town of Lewiston with the Somali population. I was a pediatrician there for 3 years, and I love the Somalis like my own. I'm a regular at Mogadishu for the spicy meat pies. And he already knows it, but I want Killer Mike as my running mate. And if he wants to be president, he can just off me. What a way to go. And shout out to Angus King, a mentor, an independent from Maine, now a senator. I think he would be an awesome debate me Secretary of State. Angus King, oh my God, brilliant man, diplomatic, a great listener. Whew. And I would ask Dr. Asim Malhotra to head up Health and Human Services. And then I would beg Dr. Sandro DeMeo, who is currently the CEO of Vic Health and crushing it, to get dual citizenship so he could be the head of the CDC. Please, Peter, Lynn, Giuseppe, talk to the man. You can stay in my Airstream on the pond, free, in Maine. We can hunt deer and fish. And there's a hot tub, outdoor shower, and a fireplace, and a piano and a chessboard. Let's see, I gotta stay focused here. So I don't meet the criteria for mania. I come into Mass General because my connecting train in Boston wasn't leaving till the next day, and I was too cold. They wouldn't let me sleep in the train station, and they wouldn't let me sleep in the conference room in a hotel. So the police officer kindly drove me to Mass General Hospital, and he said, look, this is the trick. Go into the ER and tell them you're suicidal, and you can stay overnight, and then you can catch your train, the Down Easter, home next morning. And I was going to be home in time for Thanksgiving to see my children for the first time in 6 months. Well, didn't quite work out. They've held me against my will for 17 days. I've once been restrained and injected with Haldol. I had a dystonic reaction. They had to give me Benadryl and Atarax. I told them I was allergic to it. And the second time, I was injected with olanzapine, another medication that causes dystonic reactions, and I had a severe dystonic reaction and actually fainted in the padded room they put me in. Luckily, the nurses let me out of the padded room after an hour, and I was able to socialize with my friends, the nurses and the staff, and the patients, who I've made a lot of great friends. So I had a court hearing today to transfer to a 28-day program at the Haven in Worcester, which is a great program. I have a psychiatrist and a substance abuse specialist, which is really what I need, because I wasn't manic, but I did relapse on alcohol after 20 years. And my new sobriety date is Thanksgiving. So all the alcohol was out by Thanksgiving, and it's easy to remember. So I now have 17 days sober. I'm very proud of it, and I was afraid to admit it, but I just want to be honest. So I plan to be, a really active member in AA, 12 steps, and get a sponsor as soon as I'm home. I already know what my home group's going to be. It's where I got my 20-year chip in Rockland. I can't remember the name of the meeting, but it's an awesome meeting. It allows addicts and alcoholics to participate. I will be getting my medical license back, which was illegally taken from me, within a few weeks, and I will be available to receive patients in about mid-January. I will not be going into Knox County for fear of Amanda's lawyer, who I think is the ex-chief of police of Rockland and also the ex-district attorney. I know that. And I've been told that by numerous people that he is planning to plant heroin on me and have me arrested. So I'll be Skyping from Lincolnville, which is in another county. And if I do drive anywhere, I will have my bodyguard with me, Omar. I will not be reached, you can't reach me via cell phone, although I will turn it on. Omar Shaquin, the Black Russian, will be holding my cell phone, so I can't be surveilled, again, for safety reasons. So I had my court hearing today, and it was me versus this Dr. Espy, who's been a doctor for 13 months. I've been practicing for 20 years, including 3 years of addiction medicine and mental health. I've been treating probably about 30 bipolars, maybe as many as 50 bipolars, because they're commonly addicts. And I don't put them on any toxic medications. We actually use Subutex and indica weed. My doctor is not aware of the use of indica weed for the treatment of bipolar and anxiety. I think he's just thinking of sativa, which is the kind that can get you manic and psychotic and paranoid. So he didn't answer that question under oath. He did under oath insist that I met the criteria for mania, which would be hypersexuality, hyperspending, and disorganized thoughts. So I will be convening a civil rights class action lawsuit against Dr. Espy and Mass General Hospital for illegally holding me. They now say that I have to stay here for 60 more days, so I won't be able to go to the Haven. So you can reach me here with words of encouragement, or if you have a great civil rights lawyer you know of in Boston, please have him call me. Mass General Hospital, Blake 11, Kevin Strong, and they'll bring the phone to me. I will continue to elucidate policy statements, and I have to pick 3 references for my Harvard application, and I don't really know how to reach these people. Well, I can reach Killer Mike, so I'd like Killer Mike, if you could write me a reference, and you can just message it to me on IG. Please let Suzette McAvoy know that I would like to use her as a reference. She's been a great mentor and supporter of me. And then Sandra DeMeo, who's an amazing person, and I think would be a great reference. So if the deadline is January 6th, obviously if I win the governor race, I will defer on class time at Harvard and simply work on my thesis in Lewiston. And I want you all to ask yourselves, does this sound like a disorganized manic person or a hyper-focused man in a state of neuronal activation that allows high achievement? Some could call it brilliance, but that's not for me to decide. Thank you.